Thanks for staying with me on this edition of Helping Hands. I'm really excited today. I have my next guests are Evelyn. You're from Children's Home Society?
Yes.
Is that correct? And Dina, you are from?
Security Self-Storage.
What a connection. That's, that's not typically the kind of group I put together.
Right.
So that's kind of interesting. So we're not talking about storage.
No, ma'am.
And we're not necessarily talking about Children's Home Society, but we're talking about a great program that you are both involved in. And it's called Safe Place.
Yes.
And talk to me a little bit. This is for children.
Yes.
And how old?
This particular program is for kids between 11 and 17. And it's for kids who find themselves in a crisis situation or have found that they're contemplating running away.
Oh, I think many of us have done that or watched our little ones pack up the suitcase and the bear and the blanket over their shoulder and stomp out of the house. And we all look and go, oh, yeah, you can't cross the street, you'll be back. But at 11, unfortunately, they can cross the street.
Yeah.
So what do you do for these children? First of all, you have, as a child, how do I know about you? How do I know
About
what Safe Place is?
It's a national program. It's been around since 1983, and it was started actually out of Kentucky. And from there, they were finding problems with kids in running away, and then they were having so many kids on the street that they wanted to have a program to help those children. So that's where it all started. It continued to grow. Right now, there are over 17,000 Safe Place sites all over nationally. The kids learn about Safe Place when I go to the schools and I do different types of classes or community events. I also go to the Boys and Girls Clubs. Basically, whoever will let me come and let the kids know what this program is about, that's how they learn that this particular sign is what they're looking for when they need help.
So when I've seen this sign before, I have to be honest, I didn't know what it was for. But when I see this sign, and certainly if I was a child, I would know that if I walked into this business, that I was going to be safe for the time being. So I'm safe. I go into Dina's place of business and say, Dina, well, I won't say Dina because I won't know you,
Right.
but I say, I'm not going home ever again. My mom is mean or my dad is mean, and we had a fight this morning before I left for school, and I'm not going there. Dina, how do you handle that child?
Well, the first thing that we will do is we'll have them come in. We'll put them back in, I have a conference room. We'll put them back in the conference room, get them comfortable, get them something to drink, maybe some chips or some cookies or something, and make sure that they're okay.
Do you call 911?
If there is no physical signs of abuse, if there's nobody that has followed them in, if they do not look like they are intoxicated in any way, my first phone call will be to Evelyn. And I will let her know what has just happened. Susie just came in. She says she's not going home ever again, and she wants to be safe.
Evelyn, are you going to call 911?
No, I do not call 911. Usually what I will do at that time is I ask Dina to put the child on the phone just to get a quick background, let them hear my voice, let them know that I'm on my way. I find out what the background is, and then I let them know whatever the time lapse is from getting from the shelter to getting where the child is, I let them know I'm on my way.
So basically, I can't come in anonymous, but I can feel safe without feeling like you're going, because I'm mad at my mom. I don't necessarily want the police to come and get her. I just need possibly some distance. Maybe we have a communication problem. Maybe I really did do something that was unacceptable this morning or inappropriate. And even though when I have a chance to think about it, she was right to ground me, I just need to know that I'm going to be safe and I'm going to be all right, and that you are not going to do something, and you know, and it's in the vision of the child, is that you're going to do something bad to my mom or my dad.
Right.
And now I'm the mom. And you've called me and said, your child doesn't want to come home. Well, you have to make them come home. What is the alternative? Do you have a place to put them? If it truly is, you know, okay, I want them to come home, but if they're insisting that they're not, I don't want 911 called. I need a cooling off time.
Right.
I, as mom, need a cooling off time. What do we do with the child?
Well, at that point, we take a look at the situation. Some children do not need to come back to the shelter. Some children, I can contact the parent and they'll meet me right at the place of business. And we can talk through whatever the issue is, because you're right, sometimes the kid realizes, oh, maybe I was wrong. And we help that family get to where they need to go. We make sure that there's definitely some communication going on, and most times the child goes home with the parent. If the child insists that they are frightened to go home or they don't want to go home, I then transport them to Wave Crest Shelter. Now, that is the only teen crisis shelter in the 4-county area. So we take care of Indian River, St. Lucie County, Martin County, and Okeechobee, and we actually have 6 boy beds and 6 girl beds. So then I would take the child back to the shelter at that point, and that's when I would contact the mother or the father and let them know, I have your child here at Wavecrest. They stopped in at a safe place. They let us know that they were afraid or frightened to go home. I wanted you to know where your child was so we can make the next decisions that's best for the family. Because it's all about the family. We want to make sure that the parent feels comfortable and safe and the child feels comfortable and safe.
And you know, certainly back in the 80s, and you ran away, many kids did, many people did. But there was always that situation of where are they going to spend the night? Many times it was with a friend, so you didn't worry quite so much. But if it wasn't, those situations can be repaired as long as the child has been kept safe.
Yes.
So a community, wherever it started, which in this case was Kentucky, had the foresight to see that until we can get some kind of intervention, we need to make sure that that child is safe and not on the street. I think that is such an incredible organization. I know that you have, unfortunately, you know, it doesn't fund itself.
Right.
So some of the places that fund you are?
Children's Services Council. We're also funded through United Way. We are also funded through private donors or also different grants that we write throughout the year.
So Dina, I know that now that is your connection because your storage places are safe places, but you do more than that, and you have an event coming up.
We do.
Tell me about that.
Okay, on March 9th at our Port St. Lucie East location, right off of US on next door to Golden Corral.
Okay.
We are going to be having a car wash. All proceeds will go to Safe Place. Come out, have your car washed, $5. That's it. You don't have to spend the time. We're going to do it from 10 to 2.
Okay. Volunteers are doing the washing?
Volunteers are doing the washing.
Okay.
Yes, Evelyn will be there. And anybody that wants to come out, if anybody wants to help us, they're more than welcome. If you just want your car washed, that's fine. If you just want to come by and say hi and give a donation, that's fine too.
Oh, no. No. I'm okay with doing the donation, But have you seen my car lately?
No, I have not.
It would be one of those that definitely need a car wash. So.
Well, then we would definitely wash your car.
It sounds like a great way for security self-storage. Is that the correct name of
Yes,
the
ma'am,
business? It sounds like your company has really found a fabulous way of giving back to the community.
We do.
We are so fortunate in our communities to see how our businesses give back. Many public-private partnerships, many that come out when the need is there. We have so many groups out there, and so many in this economic time, and funding has been cut. However, services can't be cut, and certainly not where children are involved. We've got to keep, first and foremost, we have to keep them safe. And once we do that, we can worry about other services for them. But if we can keep them safe, that's our first hurdle. So I really appreciate the fact that your business is doing that. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I know that this is not the only organization that you love and give back to.
No, it's not.
Some of the ones that we've talked about have been on my show before. So I'm really pleased to hear that. And your corporate headquarters, whoever you respond to, I hope that you will let them know how much the City of Port St. Lucie truly appreciates that partnership and that giving back to the community. It is so important for all of us. You, on the other hand, I can't even imagine how the running that you have to do in order to know that there's a child in need and you're there, and you are just going over such a large area. How does a company become a safe place?
All they have to do is contact Wavecrest Shelter, which is the number that you have on your screen. They can ask for me. I come out and I explain how the program works. It's very simple. And we have right now 163 sites throughout the whole Treasure Coast, but we are always looking for more businesses, because the more the kids see the signs, the more they know that they're going to be able to be safe when they're in trouble.
That is, and there's not hours and hours and hours of training.
No.
There is actually not a whole lot you have to do.
No.
Other than to make sure you have designated people on staff that know your phone number, which I would be pasting by the phone. So
it's there.
So I want to thank you for being here today. I want to encourage the viewers to come out to the car wash.
Yes, please.
Which is right there on US 1 next to Golden Corral at Security Self-Storage, which is, again, what was that date again?
March 9th.
March 9th. So come out, get your car wash. Hopefully we'll have great weather. And it doesn't really matter here. Whether the weather is chilly, you can still get out, get your car washed. It's going to dry pretty quickly. And I don't know any of us that don't need a car wash. And $5 is a great donation and well spent. So, Dina, Evelyn, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
And we'll be right back after this message.